Alrighty, last but never the least, all right, shout out to my Pisces, my beloved Pisces. Time to get into your energy reading to see the energies you've been dealing with during this Gemini transit and the influences we dealing with this new solar eclipse, all right, new moon solar eclipse energy. So, Pisces, mutable water. Your mutable water ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, all right? So water energy is dealing with connecting, honing in, understanding, all right? And Jupiter is dealing with, that knowledge and wisdom energy, that philosophy energy, that gain wisdom from your experience energy, spiritual expansion energy. And Neptune is more of a higher octave of Jupiter, all right? So it's like the overall analysis of the collective, how you connect to the collective, your fantasies, all right? Your higher philosophies, all right? Your belief system when we're looking at Neptune. So Pisces, here's the thing. This season has been a square to you, all right? It's been a learning process. It's been things you had to learn. And what have you had to learn? Gemini and Pisces, both mutable. Gemini is being mutable with how they deal with the intellect, ideas, thoughts, communication. Pisces, you guys are mutable when it comes to the subconscious, when it comes to the emotions, when it comes to understanding, when it comes to vibrations. That's why you're able to connect to a whole lot of people, just like Gemini is able to connect to a whole lot of people. Once again, mutable signs. The mutable signs are the chameleons, all right? No matter how you want to shape it. It's more so in a perspective element. Now, the thing is, Gemini season was influencing you, Pisces, to be more relatable, communicative about your dreams, your creativity, your true emotions, and how you feel about things, especially with the people that you're emotionally connected to, okay? So you're not one to really shy away from making sure you're having conversations, expressing how you feel to others. But this season, this season was more so about emphasis on making sure there's a vessel, there's an outlet created that's there for you to take your inner thoughts, or for you to take your forms of creativity and make sure that's able to be connected to others. You may have played out a lot of scenarios with people trying to influence you, or people curious about what you into right now, Pisces. People trying to know when the next song coming out. People trying to know, what you're doing career-wise. People trying to know what your situation is. It may have came off real curious, but that may have been some of the lights this sun in Gemini had to use to get you to feel like, yo, what is it that I'm creatively creating here? What am I connecting here into the collective, all right? How is my creativity and my imagination playing a part in the collective? How am I able to interact it? All right, so that's a lot of the emphasis during this season. You may have been a huge critique on yourself, and it also including, I hear music playing like my other phone. Calling my phone. Anyways, you may have been in the influence where, what you're doing career-wise and your creative endeavors have been under a form of critique, all right? And shit, it may have hit a little sensitive bone a little bit, and you had to learn to eat that. And guess what? Make your revisions, because we in heavy retrograde energy right now. All right. So you got the sun, Mercury over there, Mercury retrograde, and it's hitting you with a square. So you're in situations not only dealing with replay scenarios with others in certain relationships. Now, it was a lot of trying to get closure situations this month, this season. It was a lot of, I ain't expressed all of that yet. I ain't get to get all of that out, but we got to handle that now, or people coming back into your life on that tip right now. So not only a huge critique on what you're working on, your creative attributes, them replay scenarios may have been heavy, especially due to a square. And it was almost like you may have been tested to make sure that you wasn't going to do things that you said you wasn't going to do. So a certain temptation, somebody coming around with that lip piece, being able to talk, somebody you've been connected to, you've been trying to distance yourself, Pisces, and they're making it sound good. They came back during retrograde season. You had to learn that square. You had to learn to decipher your thoughts and emotions and be able to articulate that. And that's some of the hardest shit to do. Kanye West is a Gemini Sun Pisces Moon. He struggles doing that at times. He is no gray area for him. Either he's super duper creative or he's in a super duper an illusion. But he's gonna continue to try to articulate it. He's gonna continue to try to find that outlet to, connect what he feels to the collective, even though he don't got the words for it. All right. So this is how some of the energies you may have been placed in, making sure that them boundaries were set, making sure you're thinking about your emotions some more, all right? Thinking why you feel like this, thinking how to prevent certain situations. This is where a lot of the overthinking may have stemmed from during this season, all right? More of a critical analysis on your own emotions, okay? But you may have really been tested this season with that square. You may have really been tested this season, all right? People may have really tried your temptations. You tried to play on your emotions, Pisces, and it was up to you to be spiritually strong. Okay, it was up to you to apply some lessons from earlier in the year, from last year, to understand, all right, this is the boundaries or forms of accessibility I am going to provide or establish with others. A lot of that may have been tested this season, but it ultimately stimulated new ideas for understanding how you could connect to the collective, and also help you decipher your friends and your social circle way more this season, Pisces. You're a little too open at times. That could be taxing on your spirit, because sometimes it could take a little minute to understand. Damn, I've been holding this person down. I thought whenever the first chance it came for that person to reciprocate that, I thought that was going to be there. But it took a while for that situation to came up. And then you realize that person ain't really reciprocate the same energy. A lot of that, you may have hit a lot of them awarenesses this season. Understanding like, okay, I still did what I did out the love of my heart. Pisces, I probably the number one people to say that to others. Like, I ain't mad about what I did. I did that out the love of my heart. I didn't expect nothing back. That's a Pisces right there. But things were put into perspective this season about how much you're going to be doing that and who for, and how that's actually taken away from attention and time you could be putting into what you got going on, Pisces. You know, a lot of what your business right now, Pisces, whether it's making strides in a positive direction or it's a bit stagnant, or you got business ideas you want to implement, that needed more time, tune up, and attention this season, and it still does, Pisces. There's a lot of things that could really build more traction as we go into Cancer season, because that's gonna be a real harmonious energy for you to have access to, and build things more, structure some things more, get things in more place, get your vibe more aligned with things in reality when we get into Cancer season, because that's already the sun gonna be hitting you in a real harmonious energy. So you want to make sure that the forms of structure when it comes to your career, business projects, things that you're working on, new music, you want to YouTube, you want to start teaching, you want to start teaching astrology, whatever it is, Pisces. This season, as we continue with these retrogrades, this is a time for you to continue to come up with the best planning as possible, to put this in the best container as possible. Too creative to not have plans structured for your, what you are able to connect to the collective. Way too creative for that, Pisces, all right? So this was a huge emphasis on seeing what friends, relationships could complement to this, how you can continue to feel balanced within your relationship, even though everybody's relationship feeling unbalanced and unstable right now due to these energies, okay, Pisces? But all these things have to be applied moving post this new moon, all right? And this is going to help have some more of them things on your psyche, them things that you daydream about, whether it's a dream, goal, career, certain aspiration you have, relationship, goal. We reel them things more into fruition. We could get closer to them things during Cancer season. All right, Pisces? Until next time.